Hello and welcome everyone to this new episode of Global Insights here on our digital TV channel F15. My name is Klaus, I'm the editor-in-chief of the German-speaking edition of Forbes, and in this format I meet the editors of the 35 local language editions of Forbes. We have editions going from Argentina to Indonesia, we have South Africa to Finland. So Forbes is a truly global media brand, and what we're trying to do is get insights from the local editors to really see what's going on in their countries, in their economies, with the entrepreneurs. And today's guest is Andrés Rodríguez. He's the editor and president of Forbes in Spain, based in Madrid. And Spain has been most severely hit, or one of the most severely hit countries when it comes to the coronavirus. Some of the restrictions have been the strictest. And I'm excited to hear how Andres has experienced this, how the media industry is doing, and Forbes in specific, and what he sees as a road to recovery, let's say, when Europe is slowly but surely opening up the restrictions again. Andres, thank you so much for taking the time.
It's my pleasure, and I'm so happy to talk with you and your audience.
Maybe let's start with, as I said, Spain has had some of the most severe restrictions. People were not allowed to go out, even to exercise. It's slowly opening up again, but give us a bit of the mood in the country, of the atmosphere, how people are dealing with these tragedies that are happening. Have you experienced this?
Okay, I try to resume. I think we are a 47 million population. Of course, it's not the same in the village that in the big cities. It's not the same Barcelona or Madrid than in Castilla or any other places that are quite empty. That's one of the things. The other things, we feel that we were living in a science fiction movie. We finally don't understand how our way of living, that is in the south of Europe, in Spain, is very on the streets, is very lot of people out, very social, very in the bars, eating tapas and long meetings and face to face. We eat and dinner. We lunch and dinner later in Europe. It's so difficult to understand how this virus stop this. Other point of view is people are at the beginning, of course, scared. We lose around 28,000 people around us. There is a lot of people. It's not just a figure. It's names with families, men, women, stories. We don't have time yet to listen the real stories of these people. We are just passing day by day, counting the numbers, the statistics. And the fourth point of view is we are absolutely upset and scared about how the economy is destroying in our country. And we understand now that could be the economy, could be killing more people or destroying more people than the virus directly, and that's the real nightmare now, because the deaf people are decreasing. We are just around 150 people now, but in the worst days we are around 1,000 people daily. But the economy and the unemployment is growing and growing, and everyone is worried about it.
What's the government doing to help these entrepreneurs, smaller companies? Are there funds being set up? How much is the government involved in helping keep the economy, let's say, alive, more or less?
Yeah, in my opinion, is not enough. It's not enough. I think the management of this crisis was so difficult because the crisis is new. We don't have a example to follow. We felt that this crisis was an Asian problem. It's not an Occidental problem. The government make the decisions late And talking about the economy, they are giving every Tuesday more money to the market, but with a lot of restrictions, a lot of difficulties on communication. It's not, they don't choose them. They don't choose the easy way to send the money to the people. Why? Because in my opinion, for three reasons. The first, because they are absolutely worried about the health of the people first than the health of the economy. That was okay, but not enough. Second, because we have a government that is a government in coalition. It's two different parties in one government. We have the Partido Socialista and we have Unidos Podemos. Both parties are for the left side of the politics. In my opinion, we don't know now if they are really united or they are really discussing inside. I think will be easier if the government was for only one party. And the third thing is because the third reason is because I think the government is giving the economic helps to the people slowly, step by step, because they have the hope that the crisis will be shorter. They will be shorter. I think many people in companies are scared. Many employees are worried. And I think this is not the end. This is not the end, because they are giving money to the companies, to the small companies, to give us, for example, us cash flow to maintain the company alive. But could be we will have the problem next 3 months or next 6 months, because if the market is not recovering, we will have the same problem later.
How's the media industry doing in Spain? I mean, obviously advertising might probably have taken a hit, but in general, how are you, the media industry in general, but also for specifically, how are you doing on the business side at the moment?
Okay, I think we are living exciting, very, very exciting times, with a lot of difficulties and a lot of opportunities at the same time. From the good point of view, for the good news, the media are connected with the people closer than we were before during the normal days. Why? Because the people are at home. The people need the media to be informed, to be entertained, to be connected. And we lived a very special situation. At home, the people, the citizen, was a media, an individual media, sending contents to their friends, I don't know, social networks or job partners, company clients. That was incredible for the media. We show our value. The bad news, I don't think the bad news was bigger than the good news, because I'm an optimistic man. But the bad news is we are creating double or +3 contents every day with no one single incomes, no advertising, because the people are dying every day. You cannot talk with a client about the new launching of a product, or you can not talk about advertising or money or discounts or these kind of things. The big media are reducing the teams. The big media we are talking about the El País, with the newspaper. We are talking about TVs, and the small media companies. We are on the same thing. It's a real special situation with the society needs you, but the society don't give you the opportunity to get the incomes to survive.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of media companies are in the same boat in this regard. A lot of attention, a lot of traffic, a lot of subscribers maybe, but not enough money to keep this afloat.
But that's a real. Of course, I'm very worried about it because I'm the owner of the company and the publisher. I'm a journalist. Of course, I'm worried about it. But a democracy needs free media. Free media is independent economic media. If the media is not economy independent, if the media company don't have black numbers, there is not independent media. If there is not independent media, democracy is not complete. What is the solution? I'm not sure, because I'm not asking money for the government. Because if the government is giving money to the media is not free at the same time. But could be the media needs to be protected, like, for example, the French protect their cinema, or any other things that they consider his culture. I think in the future we need to think about it.
Have you adapted your coverage, your editorial strategy after the virus? I mean, you've said, for example, that you started these Instagram live talks, but apart from that, have you launched new products? Have you changed that at Forbes? Or have you been covering the coronavirus?
That crisis impulse our journalists to the future, and we connect with the day-by-day audience. We publish Forbes and we publish Tapas, that is a local brand, talking about, I found 5 years ago, talking about lifestyle and food. Everybody's the cooking is booming at house because the people is in the house. I create that Forbes Live that Alex on Argentina is using. Yes. That is trying to connect and try to know what is the real life of our companies. We are printing the magazine continually every month. We are making the magazine by email and by telematic resources. That was incredible. No one imagined. If I talk with my team 3 months ago and I say, okay, I have an idea, let's do the next issue without see each other, just from our house. Of course, they say to me, it's a crazy idea. It's absolutely impossible. We can do ever a magazine, everyone at home. And now the question is, okay, if we did the last 2 month issues, April and May, at home, what we'll do in June? What we'll do in June? I'm joking, but it's a joke that it's very interesting, because it's like a ball that we have on this side, and during these months the ball is in the other side. No. I imagine a future of balance, but I think we are living a real digital revolution. That the virus is like the matches that the fire that they engine the revolution, but was a digital revolution. That this revolution is changing our mind, because without the virus, you and me, we are not talking now. We are not talking now. If you need someone of Spain who knows, a journalist, a photographer, and an idea, and information, and telephone, you email me. But you are writing to me, or you are calling to me because you are interested about how is my country, how is my point of view. But at the same time, show your people, your team, your readers, how the Forbes brand is powerful and global connected. This is a great point of view. 3 months ago, we are not interested in this. We are so local, and that's good news.
Do you see? I mean, you interpret the Forbes brand more as a, I would say, more as a lifestyle brand than maybe other publishers. Do you feel that this at the moment is relevant to the audience? That's why demand is going up, because people are interested in having lifestyle content, in knowing how to lead a good life, even in quarantine, in lockdown. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, when I launched Forbes 8 years ago, I want to publish a magazine that everyone can understand. Because when I read Forbes America, when I read some issues on some stories, I thought that some of the people needs to have a very economic preparation or level to understand what they are talking about. I am not interested to make a magazine for specialists. And the idea that I have, and the idea that I'm working every day, is that to understand how this world is going, how this world is running, you need to talk about money. Because finally money is under everything, under politics, under health, under the vacuum of the virus, under power, armies. Money, if you try to find the money reason and try to explain this world. That's one of my motto. And the other one is, it's so boring to make money just for make money, because money is a tool that is great for making things. But if you cannot make things with money, from my point of view, is boring. Money is great to enjoy life, and that's the connection with the lifestyle approach.
Getting to the end of it, as I'm watching the clock, how do you see your magazine, Forbes in Spain, Tapas, your company, in 1-2 years? Do you think there will be long-lasting changes from this crisis? And if so, what could those changes be? How will you be different? How will your company be different after this?
I have a very clear idea. I want that my company will be the most influenced company on lifestyle and economy, and lifestyle and food, and could be in the future other territories. For this reason, we are. But for this reason, for this way, we need to follow the audience. And the audience wants great print, we can do it. Great digital experience, but other things. They want utilities. They want that the Forbes will be useful for the lives. They want that the tapas will be learning for the day by day, or could be the family, not just for me, could be for my family. And I think that would be the future of the media companies, not just mine, media companies.
Andres, thank you so much for taking the time. Thank you so much for giving us insights on what's going on in Spain and the Spanish media industry, and with Forbes in Spain. As you said, we try to keep this global brand connected. I hope to talk soon again. And thank you everyone who out there who was watching this. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. We wait you, of course, in Madrid or Barcelona.
I will, as soon as I can travel again, I will come, and whenever travel is free and open again, we hope to see you in Vienna or Zurich or Berlin, wherever.
To make some tapas. Huh?
Absolutely, yes.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.